Hey everyone, my name's Alex Ramsbey. I'm a business operations consultant for MSPs and IT companies out there. On this channel, I give tips and tricks to help improve your team and help your business run smoother. Today, I want to run into a quick thing from Microsoft that's a new product that's currently in preview called Microsoft Loop. So if you head over to loop.microsoft.com, as we take a look here, once you get logged in, assuming that you are opted in to kind of like preview content, you see something like this. I don't know that any of this saved yet. From my testing, it seems that some of it saves a little bit, but not like anything that's crazy. If you're familiar with Notion, this is kind of the Notion clone, but the benefit here is that it natively integrates with currently at least most of, if not all of, the Microsoft 365 suite. So I just wanted to go through a couple things here as we look into it. So one thing you can do is you can create things like buttons, or as you make a table, you can have custom things. You can even edit these properties even. So kind of like a pseudo database. So you can say change column type and make it a date, so that as you are filling out a table, or if it's custom and you want to export that data, or you can even copy this component into or directly into like Teams or into like a Word document or SharePoint. And then you can edit these and lock certain things down so only certain people can edit. And it's kind of like almost like a self-published wiki, depending on how you use it. But I could say like April 12th. And then column 2, I could come over here. And if this is like a project management, I could say person. And if I pull my name up here, it does tag me. And then once things are good to go, and I'm assuming this will be in the live preview, very similar to Notion, that when you hit enter or it saves, it will likely email that person or shoot them a little notification right here and say, hey, you've been mentioned right here. Currently, I have not seen it actually do that, but that could just be because I'm tagging myself. So why would it notify me? So maybe that's a benefit. But other things you can do that's similar to Notion, you can add a divider. So if you got like a heading, and one thing to note, this is Markdown capable. So if you're familiar with that, one pound sign is, or hashtag, if you're familiar with that, is if you just one and then space, this is heading 1. You can also just type heading and get the 3. So there's heading 2 and heading 3. I think Notion maybe has a heading 4, but that's really it for here. So to save myself some time, hashtag space, and then maybe you just do something like project 1, or, meeting. I like to use Notion in my case for a lot of meeting notes. So in here, I can do like a meeting, and then as you do a dash and space, that's a bullet, or a 1 and space, that's a list item, or a numbered list. You can do lots of things here. And I'll just do like heading 2. So notes, and then do /div for divider, type my notes there. You do 3 hashtags for purpose of the meeting, do a quick divider, if I could type correctly, and give like a 1 sentence here. This meeting is to discuss the loop component of Microsoft Loop. And that's it. And what you can do is then share this out to a full page, or just the component that is supported with all of the apps that are currently supporting it. Right now, this is heavily in development, so there's a lot of features missing that other platforms, also known as Notion, do have. But this is worth looking into, especially if you're looking for like just something easy to get going. I will say that as you are building your own database, as like this says, it gives you some ideas of what you can do. Meeting notes is huge. That's what I do. The biggest thing that I do with Notion is everything is a page. So as I come over here and say add new page, meeting notes, I do databases here, which I don't think are allowed yet. But basically it's just a table, if I could type correctly. So a table, and then you can create as many columns as you want. So if I come over here with the plus signs, so like column 1 would be like date, or we'll say yeah, just date. And this would be like the meeting date. So I could rename this column meeting date. And this would be my notes. So double click notes. And then inside of Notion, and this is something that's different, all of these are considered pages and all of the columns are considered like properties, just like you would think a fancy database or SQL database would be. This doesn't have that functionality yet, so there's not like a lot of relationship or automation here. You can hook into Power Automate, so that's going to be huge later on, or Power BI. So as you do things like this, you can pull this into Excel spreadsheets or Microsoft Word documents or link to Loop components. This is going to be huge for the Microsoft workspace. So not so much keeping things in like a document or sheets, kind of like pulling everything together into a central wiki almost. I know SharePoint tried to do that. I think this is going to be the next thing of what that looks like. So subscribe if you like and subscribe if you do like this channel. Definitely leave a comment if you do like it, or if you want to see other things that you can do with Microsoft Loop. Keep checking in, because I will be posting videos on other tips and tricks and other software like Asana and ClickUp, if you're familiar with those, or different ways you can use them. And yeah, we'll just keep going. Let's go.